What's up? There's probably nobody on yet, so but I'm totally live right now. What's up? See, told you. There's probably nobody on yet. Sweet. Well, I'm gonna hang out while I wait for some more of you guys to kind of join in, and we will see what happens. Let's see if I can just pop out the chat. I'm still getting used to Twitch, so guys have to forgive me. Can I just pop out chat? Up to the chat room. OMG. Viewer list. Oh, I can pop it out. I think. No. I can pop it out inside of the browser window. uh, okay. I'm trying to reduce my my bandwidth footprint. Close, stupid thing. Okay. All right. Must post. Must post. I have to post to all my social media. So this week's show we're gonna do. Oh look, Twitch is up. This week's show we're gonna do some. There's gonna be whiskey. I have booze, so we're gonna start doing that because reasons. I mean, who doesn't like booze, right? So we're going to do that, and we're going to talk about some keyboard stuff, and I promised everyone that every week I would do a giveaway, and I really don't have anything like prepared, but I will give something away because I told you that I would. So I will give something away. I'm not really planning to do like a really long a long stream, but I am planning on doing something like I told you guys I would. So we're gonna do that a little bit, and just keep on trucking every week. I'm gonna kind of try to do these on Fridays. I'll have to get kind of a time hammered out and that kind of stuff. Believe it or not, I have somewhat of a life, and I have like all kinds of crazy orders and stuff. I've got a bunch here, and I've got to print out some more. So we're lots of stuff. We'll make sure that all things awesome happen and whatnot, and so on and so forth. So let's see. I need to /RMK. So Reddit. Oh my God, I have messages. New link. Choose a subreddit. Submit. Yes. Why do I always have this loser icon? I have no idea. I always have this weird like icon on my Twitch whenever I stream on Twitch. I don't know why. I'll have to figure that out. Alright, chat room. Let's see. Do we have any viewers? Other than me. I'm viewing. Awesome. Alright, cool. I wish that I could do just the chat so that I'm not pulling my own bandwidth, because that's kind of lame. I wonder if there's an app for that. Probably is. Because, there's an app for everything. Let's see. Twitch chat. Chatty chat. Oh, there's some sort of chat client. Cool. Whatever. Like I said, I'm going to hang out and wait for some of you guys to join in, and then we will go from there. All OS is 64-bit, so apparently there's some sort of Java chat thing. Let's see. And then I'll start drinking, and then it'll just go to hell. Oh, the chatty thing went to GitHub. Nobody loves me. Whatever. I have some cool stuff to show you this week too. Of course, there's nobody on the live stream to actually see it, but I have a new PCB that I've been working on, and I'm going to reveal that tonight because why not? That's, I didn't have anything planned, so I was like, oh, I'll just show you guys that. Why not? While I drink. Oh, that's good. Scotch. Not scotch, actually, it's whiskey. But anyway, I'm going to try to have a special guest next week. I'm not going to reveal who that is because I don't know who I'm going to have yet. Oh, I'm so not planning this well. We're gonna do cool stuff though. Things will happen. There will be things. There will be things. There will be stuff and things. Oh, chatty. Help about chatty. No, that's okay. Let's see. Channel. Create login. Why do I need to create a login? Request login data. Click here. Oh. Okay. Chatty access token received. I can go back to chatty now. So, okay, cool. Done. Sweet. Connect. Oh, a channel has to be specified. Connect. Let's see what happened. Oh! Well, look at there. No stream title. Alright, cool. So, I think I'm on. Oh, check that shit out. Sweet. I totally have like a chat app that I can, that way I don't have to burn up my bandwidth with stupid chat and Twitch and stuff. Cool. Awesome. So again, let's see. Oh, submit it again. Please click the wiki and search for before self-posting blah 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 blah. All right. So while I wait on you guys to join, I'm gonna check on some stuff. Oh, memes. Let's see. What are these? These are 6/32. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I totally should have hyped this up more because we're so, like, still nobody in chat. So that makes me sad. But, you know, it's okay. It happens. It happens. Not a problem. Let's see. What is this? No idea. I have no idea what's going on right now. No idea what's going on right now. Alright, cool. Let's see. Let's see. Tweet that shit. Oh, I need to change the title. Title this broadcast. Sweet. Must be Twitch supported language. Fuck. Thought I was doing it in English. Was that not? Oh, okay. Crackhead. Oh! Yes! There will be drinking. That's why the stream is adult. Because booze. Polish this off. Might have to take the clothes off. I'm kidding. Awesome. So, now that we've got at least one person on the stream, I can start talking about all of the trade secrets that I'm going to be dropping out. Well, not trade secrets, but I do have a keyboard PCB that I've been working on for I'm not gonna say a month now, but I've been kicking it around for a while, and I'm gonna show it off tonight, so that'll be fun. I'm actually pulling up the layout now. And I've been working on this with Switchtop, so kind of a collaboration. There's some other people involved, but we're working on this, and it's gonna be, I think it'll be a cool thing. And you know, hopefully everybody will get a kick out of it. We'll see what happens. So let's see. All right, well, let's see. Jack's on. Jack, you're kind of holding down the fort all by yourself today. So, Jack, well, since it's just me and you, do you have any questions for me before I start breaking down into keyboards and PCBs and all kinds of stuff? Anything? Nope. Would you ever consider doing a case for the clue board? I mean, really and truly, I'm a whore when it comes to making stuff. I have no problem doing cases for anything in particular. It's not an issue. I'm happy to do whatever. You know, once it's commissioned and you know, I kind of get things all dialed in, then, you know, I can produce more of them. But, you know, it's, if you want one, just, you know, hit me up and we can work something out and we'll see what happens. So, but yeah, no, I'll totally do for whatever. I don't have, it's not like on the roadmap though. I have, the Atomic is on my roadmap. I've been asked by several people to do an atomic case. So that one's on my radar. Just a standard 60%, just a generic 60s on my radar. And then of course I've got the Let's Split, which I'm rolling with right now. But I'm kind of a one-trick pony for the moment. I have the ability to do all these other things. I haven't had the time to design anything else after I did the Let's Split. So because things have just kind of gone gangbusters, and I'm backed up. So let's see. Cool. All right, cool, man. Well, yeah. Let me know how it comes out, and if you want to do anything, if you want to do a commission or something, just let me know, and we can work together and see what we can come up with, or whatever you want to do. But yeah, anything that makes my life easier for the design files is super awesome. So yeah. All right, so I guess what we might do is, since you're kind of it right now, we'll go ahead and maybe take a look at this PCB a little bit, and then the rest of everyone else might just have to see it on YouTube or on Twitch later. So let's see. I'll just check a few other things real quick, and then kind of wait. I didn't really promote this week's show, so that's my fault. There was no hype. There was no hype up for this. And that's totally my fault, and I'll eat all of that. It was kind of a crazy week, and shit happens. Whatever. So this is the layout. What is this camera doing? Oh, my camera's being stupid. Hold on. Wait for it. Can I fix it? Okay, there we go. Sweet. Camera's fixed. So this is, yeah, ortho's really different. The muscle memory kills me on the bottom row. I can do the top 2 rows, but and the number row, so the top 3 rows, I guess. But the bottom row just kills me with everything shifted, and I don't know why. I haven't been able to ortho yet. So. Oh, we got another viewer. Sweet. Was it is it Mizzy52? Welcome to my humble stream. So and this week there is booze. There's booze this week. This week I'm hanging out with some William Wolf pecan whiskey, because I like pecans and reasons. There's whiskey, so this is actually pretty good. It's not real harsh. It's really sweet, and yeah, I like whiskey. And I was like, oh, I tried this a while back, and it was awesome. So I bought a bottle. It's relatively inexpensive. It's only like 60 proof, but it'll get you drunk. Delicious. Back to keyboards. Yes, it's tasty. You can drink it and not go, ugh. You get the whiskey face where it you shiver and it's like, no, this isn't quite that harsh. It's definitely not Jack Daniels or some of that other shit. Not that Jack Daniels is horrible. But anyway. Oh, nice. Yeah, Mizzy, that's awesome. I want to see that steel case when you're done. I totally want to see that, because that'll be awesome. That'll be really sweet. So this is the new project that I've been working on, and it's been kind of hush-hush a little bit, but I'm just going to blow the whistle on it, and whatever. And I'm giving something away, so, yay. Sweet, so tell your friends if you want free shit. I'm it. So this is the layout. It's a cross between a 40% and like a 70%, but it's in a 60% footprint. So this whole thing is a 60% size. It's the same size. Um, Common key switches, switch lengths. So if you want to DSA the whole thing, it'll be all the rows will match up and all that kind of cool stuff. So there's a 70% layout with your regular 60% placement plus an extra row on the right. My personal favorite, because I'm a 60% guy, I do like 60s and I like battle stations. So I'm like both ends of I'm like middle of the road and then what the hell big. So I do want a 122. I want a big ass massive stupid keyboard because I don't know, size matters. I just want a big ass keyboard because I like people to look at me funny and like, what the fuck is that? But anyway, I'm like really sold on the 60% right now. I do like having an arrow cluster, but I like keys. And the other version is a 40% with like a number cluster. So that's kind of where that was going. But it's like a Pro 40, if you will. Oh, nice. Yeah, actually, one of my followers on Instagram is sending me a Model F. It's just the regular Model F. It's not the 122, but it's still buckling spring awesomeness, and I can't wait. I'm going to do a full teardown. I'm going to do the bolt mod, and I'm either going to do a Tinsy or I'm going to do a What's It controller replacement. So I'm gonna gut the actual controller out of the thing, and I'm gonna replace it with an up-to-date controller where I can reprogram some of the keys and macros and stuff. So that'll be fun. That'll be on videos as well. I'm totally going to film that, and that'll be fun. So that's cool too. I'm also bidding on a Focus 5001 on eBay, and if I tell you this and you go on eBay and you start bidding on Focus 5001s, I will find you and punch you in the face. Because it's like stupid cheap right now, and I want to keep it that way. Because if I can get it for like $50, that would be sweet. It's still a little bit more than I want to spend, but I want to get my hands on it, and it's White Alps, and I'm an Alps guy when I can be, especially the vintage one, so that'll be sweet. But this is the layout that I've been working on with Switchtop and some other guys right now, and I'm super excited about it, and I wanted to make the hype real, and kind of see what you guys thought. What do we got here? Oh, there's one. Oh, get that out of the way. That's awesome. Put that back. Messing up my flow. Yeah, I'm getting one of those, just the regular ones. That'll be awesome. I can't wait. Yeah, that one just needs to be cleaned a little bit, and that's a pretty nice one. It doesn't look like the keys are too shiny, so that looks like that looks pretty good. So yeah, all right. So I already screwed it up. So let me bring this sheet back. Did I close it? What the fuck? Oh, here we go. Yep. I've already got the PCB worked up. I've still got some other stuff, some tweaks to do to it. But yeah, I've only got one layout set up on it right now. I am working to get the second layout converted in. Revision 1's going to be built for a Tinsy. I would do a Pro Micro, but there's too many rows and columns without doing like some trickery magic. So I'm just going to go ahead and do for a Tinsy and call it good. But we've got the logo already, so wanted to go ahead and bring that out. So this is fun. I'm super excited about this board, and I like I said, I want to get the hype out. I want to know what you guys think. This is just revision 1 of the PCB. If this goes well, I do plan on full-blown AT-Mega 32 onboard controller, LEDs, the whole kit. Also, whenever I do get this thing released, I do plan on doing full-blown case kit. I mean, when I launch it, when me and Switchtop and my partners launch it, it's going to come out as a kit. You know, as much as we can. That way, if you want one, you can get your hands on one with everything. Or you can just source the PCB and then worry about everything else yourself. I mean, however you want to do it, but we're planning on doing a full case kit, the whole 9 yards. So, but yeah, like I said, it's not done. One thing that I am kind of excited about, let's see if I can move this, is I know everybody likes doing the WS2812 LED strips. Very similar to the NeoPixels, which I lost. I don't know what I did with my NeoPixels. This is not them, but let's see. So everybody likes these things, right? So the idea was, and this isn't a WS 2812, this is just a regular RGB, but what everybody likes to do is they wire these onto the board with extra leads off of them so that they can make that 90-degree curve. So I figured, why not just design that into the board so your 3 contacts are here and it makes the curve for you, and if I got the spacing right, you'll actually just be able to solder straight onto the board, which would be nice. So but yeah, that's kind of the idea. Again, the PCB is still kind of we're still designing it, and we're not 100% done yet. But this, I'm kind of excited about the little tweaks. So you know, it'll run around the corners and stuff, and be able to hop right into the main board and really easily. But yeah, the PCB is fairly well designed already. Just needs some tweaks in there, and then it'll be done. So, but again, it's going to have a layout for both a 60% style and a 40% plus style. We'll call it 40% plus or 40% pro with a number cluster. I'm tinkering with the idea of making the PCB reversible. I'll have to see from a design and programming standpoint if that's feasible. I think maybe it's doable, but we'll see. Don't quote me on that, but it's something that I'm going to look into. The uncommon, how am I going to tackle the uncommon top plate? So I'll be doing, I'm kind of a full design shop. So we'll be doing I'll be designing a plate for it as well. So, but the second version of the board, we'll call it the version 2 or whatever, with the onboard controller, I'm going to try to do onboard LEDs. That way it'll have WS2812 support straight out of the gate on board. But again, it has a lot to do with how the through hole design, the 10C one, goes. So I do not have a laser cutter at this time. I have a CNC. So, but we haven't decided. Just kind of depends on how big this thing gets and how fast. I really want to do it in-house, which will allow me to quality control everything, and just really, micromanage the whole thing, which I would like to do, but I can't promise. I can't promise that that I can do that from a feasibility standpoint. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, but again, I've been working on this for a couple months now. So, and we're heading towards the end of what we'll call, this revision 1. And, we'll get some prototypes made, and maybe I'll give one away or two or whatever, and we're just gonna kind of go from there. But it's all kind of chugging along so far. But yeah, I do want to get a laser cutter, and that's kind of on my roadmap for this year. But I don't know if you guys have ever priced a laser cutter. They're kind of expensive. They're awesome, but you pay for it. So we'll see. I've got a second CNC that I'm working on, and that kind of thing. So yeah, a 45 milliwatt or 45 watt laser is about 7 or 8 grand. So they're not ridiculously expensive, but for a hobby shop, 7 or 8 grand is kind of pricey. So yeah, I could do all kinds of stuff with laser cutter, and I would love to have one. But it's, like I said, it's a work in progress. We're gonna see. I'm gonna see how things go, and if I get one, sweet. If I don't, then whatever. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen, or if it's supposed to happen. But like I said, with cost of expense, it's one of those. Have to do it when you can afford to do it. So let's see. So those were the two. That was like the big thing this week. What I wanted to, I'm gonna kind of reveal that and kind of drive the hype up on the switchboard. So that's kind of the working title for this guy right now. Hopefully this will do really well. It's kind of a different design than some of the others that's out there. Again, it's a 60% size, so it's not a massive footprint, which is awesome. It would make an insane kind of travel board, especially if you did like the 40 with number cluster, or you could do a 40 and then you could use like the entire number cluster section as macros or whatever. So I mean, you could do all kinds of cool stuff with that side. And if I'm able to do a flip PCB, which I don't know that I can yet, it's going to take some serious checking on whether or not that's something that can even happen. But then you could have it on the left side, which would be hot. So we'll see what I can come up with on that. So let's see. Gary's on board. Jack's still here. Mizzy 52 still here. Yes, the flip one would be so that you could put the number cluster on the left hand side. It would make some of the mods a little different, but that would be the goal of having the flip PCB, is to put what I'm referring to as the number cluster, this section here, on the left hand side. But because some people like having those extra buttons, and there's been a lot of hype about a left-handed the number cluster on the left-hand side. That's something that I'm seeing a lot of, is people talking about that. So, whoops. Yes, like I said, there's a possibility of it. I'm looking into it. I can't say that it's anything that I can do yet. But I am gonna look into doing that. I think it's feasible. It's just gonna take some planning and some really dialing it in, because when you do a flip PCB is easy, because you make a layout that's got extra big holes on either side, just like what the Let Split did. If we look at the Let Split PCB that Woot did, and he did a really awesome job of that. So the Let Split PCB has these these big holes on either side, if the damn thing will focus. Oh gosh. So it's got these big holes on either side, which makes the flip really easy. But if you're trying to combine layouts where switch placement overlaps, some of this stuff can get in the way. So, like I said, I'm getting the first revision of the PCB design done, and then I'm gonna look into doing a flip. But until I get until I get the footprint worked out and some of the other stuff worked out, I'm not sure if this is going to be 100% feasible yet or not. But it's something that I'm looking into. And you guys' feedback is awesome. Letting me know that the doing a flip on this would be really cool, and you guys are interested in that. That makes me excited to look into it even more. And I'll just keep poking at that dragon until I can figure out if that's something that can be done. And if it can't, it can't. But it's something that I wanted to at least look at in a consideration for what could potentially be that kind of thing. So. Yeah, so yeah, doing a set. Actually, it wouldn't be horrible to do like a keycap set, but all of the mods would have to be blank. Like if we did all the mods blank, that wouldn't be too bad. Or at least some of them blank. Um, like inner shift and caps lock tab. Well, tab probably wouldn't be a big deal because that's interchangeable. But like the inner, the shift, and the caps lock keys. Um, so. Oh yeah. As far as support for keycaps is concerned, I am a gigantic fan of the good old Mateus Quiet Click. This is one of my favorite switches, and maybe I haven't checked out enough switches yet, but as much tactile, I don't know what the plural for tactile is, but I like the way the switch feels. It's a good switch. It feels good. I like the clear housing, which makes making illuminating these really easy. Um, from a design standpoint and uh, from a practicality standpoint. So doing through switch illumination is easy. Tactility, thank you. I really enjoy these. Gateron yellows. I have a switch tester here. I do like yellows. But I'm a tactile guy, so what like the clears. I like a heavy switch that's got a really nice tactile bump on it, and I'll say that the Matthias are more like a I don't know how many grams that is. It feels almost like a black spring weight with a really nice heavy bump to it. So I do like these switches. So I will, all my PCBs going forward, unless there's some sort of crazy reason for it, I will have ALP support on any PCB I design. From the designs from the planning stage, unless I'm doing some sort of cherry only, or if I'm doing like an ML board for like there's a new ML clone out. I think Tessero has a keyboard out. I haven't tried any of them yet. I've got some of the regular ML switches, and they're really scratchy and horrible. And I bought a board that was an ML board because I wanted to try them, and yes, they all suck. They're not. I don't know. They're a scratchy short throw linear switch, and that's it. I really wish they were more like a Brown, but they're not. So, um, Well, and there's a lot of people that like clears, and there's a lot of people that like the linear switches, and great. It's just I prefer a tactile switch. That's my personal preference. Um, yeah, yeah, and like I said, I like the Browns. Like my this board that I've got right here is a Brown switch. Um, and I do like it. It's just there's something about the Matthias Quiet Clicks that I really enjoy. Um, so, but yeah, this board I built this board actually Christmas Day. Um, it was quiet and everybody was occupied. And I said, you know what? My Christmas present to myself is I'm going to go and hide in my workshop and build a keyboard. So I've got some of these unbranded KC60 boards, and I got these from Switchtop. And I said, you know what? I want to build one of them just because I don't want to offer something and not really know enough about it. So I built one of these boards. And then I got the typewriter caps. I actually really like the typewriter caps. I think they have a better sound to them. I think they have a better sound to them than the thin ABS caps that I had. So like, thin ABS is that kind of, I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's kind of a hollow sound, and then the typewriter caps, they've got a little bit more round sound to them. I don't know. I like it better. I like the way they sound better. They're very similar to like a DSA cap. The only thing I don't like about them is because they have no side profile. When you go to reach, when you go to like when you're reaching for a key, it's hard to see, but you'll actually hit another key. It doesn't actuate the key, but it takes some getting used to. You hit it and you're like, oh, what the hell is that? But once you kind of get used to it, and you kind of ignore it. Again, it's just one of those getting used to it things. But the typewriter keys are fun. They were like $30 on Amazon, so I'm not going to complain too much about these. They're an interesting MX stem. They have this kind of weird stem to them. I know it's kind of hard to see. It doesn't want to focus, but they got this weird. It works. It's different. It works. They're like they're a plastic inside, and then it's almost like a chrome covered plastic ring. But they're not a bad. I mean, for the money, right? They're $30, so you're not gonna bitch too hard at a $30 set of keycaps. But they're cool. I actually got these because I have a gigantic piece of mahogany that I'm actually gonna do a. You know what? I'll pull it up and show you the design for it, because that's what we do here. We just blow the whistle on everything, right? So I'm pulling up Fusion 360 now, and I will actually show you the case design that I have for my steampunk-esque. It's steampunk inspired, right? I'm not a steampunk guy. I do like some of the steampunk stuff. I'm not gonna like sit here and say, oh, I'm a steampunk guy. No, I enjoy some of the steampunk stuff. I enjoy some of the recycle, nostalgic, old school. I get it, and I like a lot of that stuff. But I'm not I can't say that I'm a steampunk guy. But I've got some steampunk love, so that's fun too. So let's see. I'm trying to catch up with chat now. So Datamancers. Yeah, I would love to try an actual Datamancer cap. I have a feeling that they're completely different than this thing, but I have yet to be able to have the pleasure of trying out a real deal Datamancer set. And since here, I'm gonna actually flip back to this guy real quick, and I'll show you full tilt what they. So this has full LED support. Let me cut the light off. There we go. So they've got full LED support. It does breathing, all that kind of stuff. See if I can find, there's breathing. So it does all those fun, all kinds of fun little stuff. It even does the where it'll come back to life when you hit the keys. That's fun. It doesn't do any of the individual caps, but you know, you can't have it all, right? But I usually leave it on like this. It's kind of hard to see, but it really does look super cool with all of the keys lit up. It really sparkles really nice. And the plate that I have, I actually covered this plate in so it's an aluminum plate, but it's actually covered in the same vinyl material that they use like on emergency vehicles, like police cars. So it's this white holographic material. So you know, when you're driving around at night and you get near a cop car or something, your lights hit like an ambulance. You know how the sticker on it, the vinyl on it, explodes with light. That's the same thing that's underneath here. So all of the extra light that hits the bottom of this, or excuse me, the top of the plate actually gets reflected back. So you're getting double duty as far as light's concerned. But it does give it a really nice effect. I kind of like it, but I did get the keycaps for a different build. So I'm gonna be pulling these caps off. I just kind of put them on here for a little while to try out the caps, or try out this board. But it's cool stuff. Let's see. Yeah, so are you talking about my so this is my desk mat, right? Let me switch back to one. So this is my desk mat. It goes all the way over here. It was like a $10 desk mat that I got, so that when I put stuff down, I don't scratch things. When I'm working on PCBs and stuff, I'm not gonna end up scratching my desk up. So the getting a big world map wasn't really my first choice. It's just kind of the way it ended up happening, you know, what I ended up getting because of cost. But it was like 10 bucks on Amazon, and the thing's massive. And it serves my purpose for now. I do have on my roadmap, I want to do a contest, a desk mat design contest. I think this is 14 by 32, something like that. But that would be kind of the size. It would be a large desk mat. But I want to do another, and I know that there was another group of guys that did a keyboard enthusiast desk mat, and I want to do something like that. But what I really would like to do is like a contest. So, you know, get the whole community involved, get everybody to design something, and whatever design wins, or whoever's design wins, I'd like to do, you know, they'll get one for free. We'll do a group buy, and then everybody can kind of enjoy that. And so I think that'll be a fun thing. But like I said, that's kind of on my roadmap. But anyway, so let me switch back to, oops. Yes! Pecan booze. It's actually not bourbon. It is whiskey. Well, it's bourbon whiskey, whatever. But yeah, this is William Wolf. I'm not being sponsored by them. I just think it's good, and I'm drinking it. And if they watch this and they want to send me booze, fuck yeah. But it's good. I guess I'm drinking it what amounts to straight almost. I think I had like 2 cubes of ice in there. So there's a little water in my whiskey. And that's okay too. So, without further ado, this is actually the case for my retro steampunk build that I'm working on. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. But this is kind of where I'm at with that. It does support the some nice feet on it, and this will be all in a nice big slab of mahogany. I haven't quite decided on if I'm going to leave that angle to it yet or not, but definitely working on some stuff. Let's see, get rid of you, you're in the way. But yeah, I've already got all of these pieces. Let's see, I have one here. This was my design phase. This was my design phase, right? So I had to sometimes it takes a little bit of trial and error to figure out exactly what size hole to make, because these little brass gnarled inserts in wood, you have to press fit them, right? So you have to shove them in there to make sure they don't just pop right back out. And this one is, well, it does pop out if you really pull it super hard, but it'll be enough so that when the board's put together, it'll hold that plate, it'll hold the PCB or whatever I'm using in place. But that was my this was my trial and error piece on how to get those little gnarled inserts, and that's what this is. It's a 3D representation of that gnarled insert, and this would also technically be this would technically be a generic 60% case from a top design standpoint, and this would be something that I would be able to lend from for later projects, for just a regular 60% case or whatever. Neutron wood. Yes, I could probably make a wood case for just about anything. The trick is me having the time to do a case for anything. I've had this design for like 3 months and I haven't had a chance to do anything with it. Or maybe like 2 months. But yeah, definitely looking forward to doing this whenever I get a chance. I've just been so busy with Let's Split orders and everything else that I haven't had a chance to do it yet. Would love to, just haven't had a chance to do it yet. And why is my video not in 1080? Weirdo. Whatever. I've got black bars on either side. It makes me sad. Oh, what do I need to send me for? As much design information as you can get me. Wow, I think my camera's drunk. So, you know, any DXF, the CAD files, keyboard layout editor, all that kind of stuff. If you've got any 3D files, that would be helpful. So all that kind of good stuff. Have you seen those countersunk screws for feet? Well, what I've got right here, these are actually designed around just the regular old. These are designed around the ones that I got from SwitchTop. These feet are. They're, well, you can't see it because it's there, but these are designed around these feet, which I got from SwitchTop. So these are, I actually took dimensions of these and just made a 3D design of the foot there. But they're actually a Phillips head screw on the inside, so it's whatever. It just happened in the design that the screw, I actually pulled this screw from McMaster Carr, who's a they have a lot of fasteners and stuff, and I can just natively pull that design file in, so that's usually what I do. Yes, I have to give a big shout out to SwitchTop every show because SwitchTop is awesome. They've helped me out a lot. You know, I've done a lot of work with them from a business standpoint. I've purchased a lot of stuff from them. It's not just them giving me free shit. I bought plenty of stuff from SwitchTop before we started working closer together on some other projects. So, you know, I have to give a big shout out to SwitchTop. They've really made finding stuff a lot easier and stocking stuff a lot easier. You know, I like doing business with them. Shipping's pretty quick and everything else. So, let's see. I'm trying to catch up on chat. Oh, what am I drinking? Yep, we got that. Booze, feet, sweet cases. Yep. Sweet. Yep. This is again close up of the booze. It comes in a pretty nice bottle. It's got a stopper cap on it, which I like. It's not a screw-on. It's a nice thick glass bottle, and it's pretty cheap. It's like $20. So if I can get the damn thing to focus, my camera's drunk. The camera's been drinking here. I have some more. Ah. Alright, focus, stupid camera. I'm gonna have to get a different camera. I don't know. I like these cameras, but they're doing weird things. When they're like focus and then they won't ever focus again. If I can get it. Well, are you gonna focus now? Focus. I need to set it to not focus. Oh. See if I can get it to. Stupid camera. We'll have to work on that. But anyway, we'll go back to some of this. So for some of the guys that missed a few things, we've got the switchboard, which is it's a collaboration. I've been working with Switchtop actually on this, as well as some other people. And so the idea is you get a 60% board or like a 70% board. So you get 60 plus 5. So you get 60 plus the extra right side row, or column rather. I'm a 60% guy. I said that before. I'm a 60% guy, but I like extra keys. I do want a battle station. I've got a Model F coming in, which I'm going to do a tear down and bolt mod and all kinds of crazy stuff on. We'll do a video of that too. But so layout A is like a 60% kind of a thing. Split spacebar because split spacebars are cool and I like them, and that's the way I design stuff. So, and layout B is a 40% design plus number cluster, and there's hope for a flip PCB, which would allow the number cluster on the left side, but that's still up in the air right now. I'm not making any promises on being able to flip that just yet, but we'll see what happens. It's kind of on the roadmap to at least visit. I can't say for a fact that it's not going to get scrapped towards the end, but what I did want to show you is, you know, this is going to become a reality very, very, very quickly. The PCB's already designed. The logo for the board's already designed. And we've also got some fun stuff. I was showing the guys earlier the WS2812 LED support. It's going to have corner support, maybe even direct SMB style soldering directly onto the PCB without having to do a bunch of extra messy wires, which would be fun. Not sure if that's going to be able to happen just yet, but if my measurements are correct, then we'll be able to do that. If not, but again, I'm going to add it in. It doesn't really cost anything extra to add it in. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But again, it'll be a native addition to be able to just go straight off from here, and it'll go all the way around the outside of the board, and you won't need to add any extra wires or anything ugly on the bottom of the board. You can just solder it straight on. Is the idea right now, but we'll see. Again, it may be there may be some other requirements that aren't being met with this. I may have to adjust the footprint, make it larger or something, I don't know, but the we'll do a hand-wired version, and then I'm going to do a hand-wired version. I'm probably going to give the hand-wired version away. At least the plate and switches and all that kind of good stuff. We'll see. But yeah, there's some cool stuff coming down the pipe with this stuff. So hopefully that's going to be fun. I'm supposed to give something away, but I don't know what to give away yet. Now I've got a was it MDX PCBA, the NPKC. It's just a little number cluster board. I've never used it. I've never done anything with it, and it's been sitting in my shop for a while, and I think that somebody else would probably like this more than me, or be able to use it more than me. So I think that I'll be giving this away on tonight's episode of Bishop Computer Design Live. So I think I'm going to give this away because I don't see myself using it in the immediate future, and I've just been kind of sitting on it, and I think that I need to give this back to the universe. So one of you guys gets gets this today, and that'll be awesome. So, but again, I'm gonna give this guy away tonight. All right, does that sound good? You guys like free stuff, right? I give you booze, but you know, I'm too busy drinking it. Is free stuff cool? I don't know. Not following chat. So I guess this is this would be a good time for like Q&A. So what kind of fucking camera? What kind of questions do you guys have for me? Everybody likes free stuff, right? What kind of not sure about plates for that. Yeah, you know, and something this small, I don't even know that you really need a plate for it. I mean, really, you could totally get away with no plate, you know, just literally make like a standoff case. Like, I don't even know. I've got some standoffs somewhere. Stuck them in a box. But I mean, I really think you could probably just make a case out of standoffs and call it good. Here, let's play while you guys talk in chat. I'm not sure about play. So I'm gonna play around with this guy. I have a few 2mm screws, just a couple, just a couple, and some standoffs. So let's see what get a couple of these guys. Oh wow! I pulled 4 out of that. Look at there. Better to be lucky than good, I guess. And let's see. You can't have those. You can't have my clear plate mount. You can't have my clear plate mounts. Sorry. Let's see what these guys look like on this little case, kind of a thing. Oh yeah, yeah. I think on a case like on a PCB like this, it's so small. Just throw some feet on the bottom of it and call it good. Let's see, which way is up? I think this way is up. Alright, let's see. That actually wouldn't be half bad, I think. That would be kind of this will be kind of fun, like a fun little thing. Can I not? Is it not screwing on good? There we go. Well, that little brass band standoff is screwed up. But this will be a fun little. It's a fun little thing, you know, on a desk or whatever. This will totally scratch the shit out of a desk, so don't do this. I just wanted to see what it would look like with just a standoff. I mean, you could totally like mount this to like a plexiglass plate or something. But yeah, that will. Whoop. Except for the fact that the standoffs go through the whole thing. Well, that would work if the holes weren't too big. But yeah, that would be cool if it wasn't for reasons. Oh yeah, that would make a cool little. Yeah, it would make a nice little macro pad. You know, you gotta plate mount the stabilizers for everything else. But yeah, it would make a fun little. It's a fun little number pad. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to really do anything with it. It's been hanging out. This is you can still get these on like AliExpress. I was given this one to have, and I was going to make a just a numpad with it, and just never got around to doing it. And my loss, your gain. But I would rather give it away than let it just rot in my workshop. It's brand new. It's never been used. And I would rather give it to somebody than just hoard it, because I totally hoard shit. And that's just, I got a bag of vintage Alp clones somewhere that are that are pretty nice too. Actually, they're right here. These are pretty sweet. So I got a throwaway Alps board, right? And instead of throwing it away, I was like, no, don't throw that away. I will totally take that off your hands. And they said, okay, sweet. So they sent it to me, and it's like missing half the keycaps. So these are vintage Clicky Alps clones. They are the infamous what are they, 18s? But they feel nice. They're a nice quiet click. They're not super pingy. They do have a little bit different. They have a little bit different way of attaching to the PCB. It's almost like an MX style. So versus like a regular Alps that has the little wings. The 18 clones have little clips on the inside, where the traditional Alps, I know it's kind of hard to see. The traditional Alps have like little wings on either side, where the clones have more of a MX style plate clip. These are regular. Matter of fact, we'll do this. Okay. I actually years ago in another life, I made this. And this is my Alps switch disassembly tool, and they're super sweet. So they just go in there like that, and they'll pull the whole thing apart. Okay, this was a bad example. This is why this one was up here, is because it doesn't work. Haha, haha, not edited, not safe for TV. Here we go. Alright, so here's one of the ones that actually does work. So this is a simple, it's just a regular simplistic Alps. So it's just got the two-piece Alps with the clicker. So this would not be too complicated, I don't think. Can I give away one of those disassembly tools to you? Maybe we'll do a giveaway for, well, I tell you what. Would you guys rather have an Alps disassembly tool or a numpad? So I'll leave that up to you. Either an Alps disassembly tool, which looks like a little penis. I even have some little acrylic penises. Wow, they're dirty as shit. Hold on. Hold on. I'll fix it. I'm fixing it. It'll be okay. These are just like factory seconds, basically. Like one of them was like scratched or something somewhere. Yeah, this one wasn't quite right for some reason, and I decided not to sell it. I actually like the clear ones a little better. They hook onto the switch a little bit better. But I made some aluminum ones too that were kind of fun. This one just didn't kind of come out quite right, but whatever. But yeah, so I got this board, and I completely took the entire thing apart, and now I don't remember how to put the Alps back together, but whatever, figure it out. Something like that, maybe. But yeah, I completely disassembled the entire board, and I took every switch apart. I washed them. I separated the metal pieces, and so I washed all the plastic bodies because they were all dirty and nasty. So I washed all of these and cleaned these really well. And then, of course, I desoldered the whole board. So I washed all of this, and all of the insides weren't too bad. It was just kind of the outsides that were scratchy. So I washed all of these, and then reassembled every last one of them in all of their Clicky Alps glory. And what was actually interesting about these, is I actually found some real Alps in, mixed in. So it almost looked like someone had repaired the board, replaced some of the 18 Alps, the 18 clones, or whatever they are, the 108s. They replaced these clones with actual Alp switches. And of course, I can't put my hands on one right now to show you, but there's one or two little Alps floating around in there, like the actual, say, Alps somewhere. I know that there's some in here. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of interesting when I took that board apart. But that was kind of cool. But yeah, the tool, the Alps removable switch top disassembly tool, it was something that I made a while back, and it's actually open source. This design is actually open source. I can't remember, I called it the Trident or something. But I made this open source, so anybody could have one cut out. But having them CNC'd is the real trick. These are that 1/4 inch acrylic, and you see how the tip of it's actually recessed. This one's not all that, but anyway. So let's see. So do you guys want one of these for free as a giveaway, or something like the Alps disassembly tool for free? Which one do you guys want better? Yes, washed with denture tabs. Denture tabs for the win. No, they're not lubed at this point. Well, how about this? How about we do this? I'll give away the PCB and an Alps tool. So I'll give 2 things away, because I'm a nice guy, and you guys are going to tell everybody how awesome I am, aren't you? Alright, so here's the thing. There's only a couple of guys, a couple of people in the chat right now anyway. So, let's just do this. Who needs the PCB? Who needs it? Like, I see one person who's got a 3D printed case, but they don't have anything to put inside of it, so that would be something. So who needs this? Looks like Mizzy52 kind of needs this. Do you guys want to just give this to Mizzy? So I'll let you guys decide. Or does somebody else want it? Or do we need to do like I'll pick a random number and you guys guess it? Alright, so I've got 1 vote for give it to Mizzy. So does everybody say Mizzy gets this one? Is everybody on board with that? Give it to Mizzy. Alright, so it looks like Mizzy's getting that one. So, good job, Mizzy. You didn't do anything and you've earned this. Except for being a filthy beggar. Yeah, I bet you do. All right, you filthy beggar. You get and I'm gonna say this. I haven't tested this, but it's brand new, so it should work. But anyway, so that's yours. Mizzy gets that one as soon as I find something to mark it with. Oh, look, marking things. Begging always prevails. Alright, so Mizzy gets that. Good job. So you got that. So Um, who needs a an Alps removal tool? And I will test all of these and make sure they work on my handy dandy. Oh, my handy dandy Alps tester that I made. So these are fun. So we know you work. Good job. And like I said, I actually like the acrylic ones. I like the acrylic ones a little bit better. They actually hold on to everything a little bit better. But we've got some Alps lovers, and I have to say that I do like Alps. I actually my main board is a Unitech. Oh shit! I don't even remember what the number is. Let's see. My main board is a Unitech K. It's a K20 258. So it's like an 1800 layout Alps. And yes, it's clicky white Alps. So that's awesome. All right, so let's see. Mizzy's getting out. Mizzy, can you like PM me so that I can get your shipping information and stuff like that and get that thing to you? And then let's see. Gary wants a tool. Oh, thanks, man. If you're bidding on a, all right, Cursor, if you're bidding on a Focus 5001, stop bidding on that shit. I claim that shit. I got dibs, damn it. Okay, cool. Because I found a sweet 5001 that I'm bidding on right now, and I just got outbid, and it's still got like 2 days left on it, and I really want it. It's the one with a calculator and stuff built in. It's like a sweet board, and I totally want to do like a teensy replacement and like have it control the LED or the LCD display on it, which would be badass. But I'm not a I've got a little programming in me, but I'm not like a program genius. But I want that fucker. I do. I want it, and I'm gonna keep bidding on that damn thing. And I'm hoping that I win it. It's clicky white Alps, so that would be sweet too. All right, so if you want I've got 3 of these things. I've got an aluminum one and 2 acrylic ones, and this is just 1/4 inch acrylic. If you want one, you need to like PM me. Yeah, I don't know if, is it up to 22? Fuck. Motherfucker. Who's bidding on my shit? Oh, it is! You assholes! Fuck. I want that shit. You could PM me on Twitch or on Reddit. That's my Reddit. Oh shit. Hold on. There we go. That's my Reddit. So yeah, all right. Well, since the cat's out of the bag, this is the damn thing that I'm bidding on, or I was bidding on until someone. So it's like $20-something and then $18 in shipping, and it is just a really, I mean, clean and the LCD looks good. I mean, it's untested, but boy, is that just a pretty board. Not yellowed. I mean, just a great condition. Just a great condition board. But it's at $22 right now. Still got 2 days left. So I don't know. maybe I'll just build one of my crazy layouts. Let's see what I've got in here. Oh, I've got one in here that will just make everyone go crazy. This is the astronaut. So, it's a really horrible cross between the space cadet. There's another one. There's another one that's similar to this, and the 122 Model M, and yeah. So, and this was one that I came up with when I guess I was drunk. I don't know. I came up with this because I want a battle station, and it looks really, really crazy. And I said, well, crazy's good, right? But it will require all of the 2 UCAPs on the entire planet. Oh, yeah, when I get bored, I go to Keyboard Layout Editor and I, like, design random shit. So, if anybody knows what a PJ300 is, it's a Sony... Yeah, that's 130% board. So, the PJ300... Let's see if I can find it real quick. PJ300 Sony... I think this is just, it's a Japanese layout only. Like, it was only done in Japan or whatever. And it's just, I mean, a triple bottom row. It's just, I liked the layout. I thought it was crazy good. And I wanted to emulate that. So I decided to emulate that here. And it was just that PJ 300 inspired layout, and it just looks super good. I think it's super awesome. Again, I'm kind of a 60% guy, and I thought this was just the cat's meow. But again, lots and lots of stabs, lots and lots of extra, these big switches and stuff. But again, it's one of those things where I've got so many layouts that I want to do, but there's so many that I want to do. I haven't gotten around to doing them yet. Yeah, it's kind of more of a 70% board, but I liked I like this kind of 2U arrow keys. I think those are kind of fun. So, I know, and I really want to be able to, and I've got this thing right here. That's fun. The Planck 1800. And I've got another one, the Planck Command Center. Holy shit. So here's the idea, right? It's a reversible PCB. Okay, you put 2 of them together and you get this evil genius mad scientist command center. Because everyone likes ortho and everyone likes 1800, so best of both worlds, and you get number pads on either side. What's not to like? Seemed like a good idea at the time while I'm drinking. More booze. Shit. Well, alrighty then. I'm not an alcoholic. I've literally only had, this is my second drink of booze, and it's really not that much, so I don't want anybody thinking that I'm just slam drunk, but that would probably be a really fun stream. Yeah, I should quit layouting while I'm drinking. Oh, let's look at some more of my crazy layouts for you guys to steal. I mean, be inspired by. I have no idea what some of these are. Okay, so this one's what I call this one. I call this one the 60 Pro for some reason because it had extra shit on either side. I don't know. That one's kind of cool. Let's see. The 9 key was fun. I actually did the group buy for this guy. This was a 35% board. And I I actually made a bunch of these. Oh, where is it? I have one right here. Kind of. Well, this was the original hand-wired version. This was the hand-wired version. But it's actually Mateus. These are actually Mateus quiet clicks. It's all hand wired. But this is a 35% keyboard, and you can totally use this on your. I designed it to use on my cell phone. Like, that was the whole purpose behind this crazy board. Oh, you like the caps? You'll like this even better. Hold on. I had dusted off. Hold on. Wait for it. It's worth the wait. I promise. Promise. All right. All this bullshit out of the way. Throw that shit in the trash. Not sending shit to you. Oh shit, son. Oh shit, son. Look at the date. 4/19/98. 7,800 yen. Original box. Oh shit, son. This is Clicky White Alps, and they are, I do believe these are the official Alps, or these 108s. I can't see anything because it's fucking dusty. My workshop is a dust pit, so I have to use mechanical keyboards or shit just like falls apart. These are clones, but it's still kind of badass. This is an Idol Japan it's a Pioneer. It's made by Idol Japan, but this is a Japanese Alps board. And I haven't been able to use it yet, which made me really sad, because it's the weird Apple S-Video looking pin. Yeah, the ladies love that big ass header. But yeah, it is what it is, right? It's that good old Japanese. Good old Japanese, and these are printed caps. They're not double shot. They're just printed. They're not anything fancy, but new old stock. So it's kind of awesome that it's new old stock. I don't have the converter controller for it. Yeah, Apple desktop bust. But yeah, they're good though. I mean, it's nice. I haven't been able to use it yet. So I like the caps so much. I took the caps and made a 35% board on it. I did use, because I didn't have Alps stabs, so I used these CoStar ones for the thumb keys. But yeah, this is a fun little board that I designed, and I did a little group buy for them, and that was fun too. So, but yeah, I think this might actually be the wrong box. I'm not sure. Let's see. It says MPC KB2 on it. And let's see. It looks like the right box. Now I don't. I don't think this is the right box. It is a Japanese box, but I think it's a different board. But whatever. It's still fun. It's cool that old box Japanese keyboards are awesome. So I'll put this one back in the box and stick it down here under my desk to never be used again. And these are fun. So one day. Alright, so, did everybody PM me that wanted the Alps removal tools? I guess on Reddit. That may be the easiest thing. Did you guys all, yeah, canned air a lot of time. Did you guys, alright, Gary PM me. Did anybody else who wanted the Alps tool? I got 3 of them. Oh, you PM me on here? I didn't get it. I'm using some weird Twitch chat program so that I'm not drawing extra bandwidth. Would you mind peeing me on Reddit, please? Okay. Let me see if I got that PM. Hold on. Oh shit. It says no messages. Other. I'm actually not seeing any. Hold on. Stupid again. Okay. What's up with... Oh, I'm logging out. That's because I'm retarded. This is why I don't use Twitch that much. I'm trying to get back to my video stream so that I can see if maybe it's popping up on there or something. Oh, okay, I see it now. There it is. Okay. Alright, cool. So we got that. Alright, let me... Cursor, let me copy yours somewhere. No, I got yours, Cursor. Hold on. I'm just disorganized as fuck. Cool. Notepad++. Oh, go away. Shit. Just cancel. Oh, what the shit is that? Oh, good God. Hold on. Working it out. Alright, I got Cursor, I got you. Let's see. Who else? Alright, cool. So, Cursor, I got you on, Twitch. I got your stuff written down. Where the did I already? Okay, there we go. All right, cool. Got you. And we'll do. I'll get anybody else who wanted the. I'll get them on Reddit. Sweet. Cool, I got this one. Mizzy, I got you. Alright, so Mizzy got you. And then I've got some other ones. What am I writing? So, I'm trying to make sure that I get everybody's stuff written down. Mizzy's getting, switch to camera 2, maybe. Yes. So, Mizzy's getting a PCB, because everybody decided that Mizzy needed this worse than they did. And then I'm giving away some of these, Alps switch removal tools. They work with, the Alps switches to disassemble them. Without having to use there's a method where you take tweezers and you stick them in there and it really sucks, and this makes disassembling these switches super easy. You just stick it in there and the whole thing just comes right out, and that's it. But so far I'm giving one away. Oh, I just crushed a spring. Don't drink and take keyboard shit apart. It's bad for you. See if I can get this one back on without destroying things. I totally got to get some Switch lube. So you guys have any suggestions on Switch interior Switch lubrication? So to lube the stems, like on Alps or Cherry switches, what's the best lube and where do I get it? I need that in my life. Yeah, toothpick thing sucks balls. But I'm happy to give these away. All three of them work. They were just I was selling them and they didn't come out quite to my exacting specifications. So I didn't feel like I could sell them because they weren't just quite right. But they do work. They just weren't perfect. Like this one's got a little chip in it, but they still work. They're just they weren't as good as I wanted them to be to sell them. So I've got 3 of them. Dry lube is for Alps. Okay. I want to know where the good lubes are, and I'm when I lube, if because I've got a Model M inbound that one of my my really awesome Instagram followers is hooking me up with, and I'm gonna do a tear down, rebuild, bolt mod, and controller conversion. But when I take the whole thing apart to clean it, I want to lube some of the switches a little bit. And see how that works. Now I think switch tops, he's got the super lube, but that's for like stabilizers and stuff, right? Okay, cool. I'll ask some of the Top Glac guys then. Awesome. So if you want one of these, PM me on Reddit. All right. My username on Reddit is /u/SE7EN057. There you go. If you want one, PM me. I think one's given away, so there's 2 left. I will randomly put, somebody's going to get the aluminum one, and somebody's going to get acrylic ones, and Mizzy's getting this. Yeah, you get a signature. Look at that. Yeah, Super Lube is for stabs. That's what I thought. So if you want one, you got to PM me on Reddit. Oh, he uses this one. Oh, the Krytrox open URL. Yeah, I was looking at getting some of that. I'm gonna have to get like a whole bunch of it though. So sometimes 6, sometimes 10. Awesome. Alright guys, well I think I am just about done. Thanks for the tip on the lube. Like I said, I've seen that stuff before, was it the Krytrox or whatever it's called. And I actually got I ordered my my sweet GH60 from Tech Keys. So I've got a yeah. So I've got a GH60. This is the Rev C, but this is the Geek Hack design. So the logo's a little bit different. It's not the generic version. Let's see if my camera will refocus. Fucking piece of shit. But I actually decided that I'm not gonna build this board. So what I'm gonna do, and I think I might have shown this on my last broadcast, is I'm actually going to I'm gonna frame it. Let me find. I've got a design for it, and you guys will get a kick out of this. So I'm actually gonna frame it and hang it on the wall because it's. I don't know. I look at the GH60 Rev C Geek Hack. The Geek Hack logo edition is kind of like a collector's board, kind of in a way. Kind of, sort of, kind of. So I'm just gonna keep it. So I just decided that I'm gonna keep it. And So yeah. But let me show you guys this thing if I can. Oh Lord, it wants to be special. I've got to move the component. Hold on. Alright. So, bear with me just a second. I've got to fix this. Design was funky for some reason. And then I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll show you what I be talking about. Yeah, that might be cool to do, like in case of emergency break glass. That would be a fun little thing to put on there. In case of emergency break glass. I'm totally going to consider doing that. All right, I think I got it. All right, render, close that. All right. So this is the design, right? So the GH60 PCB's in there, and then I've got this suite. It'll be all etched out. Let's see if I can get the top off. Which one's the top? That's the top. So it'll be the GH60 with the geekhack.org. It'll just be kind of traced out. I don't think I'm actually gonna mill it. I think I'm just gonna do like an etch on it. But I think that'll be cool for the GH60, and it'll be in this cool little case, kind of behind glass, and I think that'll be fun. So it's just kind of like an acrylic sandwich standoff case thing, and I'm just gonna like hang it on the wall because I think it's neat. But it definitely won't be in my workshop because my workshop is dust central, and if that's not like hermetically sealed, it'll just be horrible. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do that case whenever I get time. Like I don't ever have time to do anything because I'm always working, especially on cases and stuff for you guys. So I never have time to do anything. But I mean, and that's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm just giving a reason. But yeah, so I'm going to kind of, unless you guys have some questions for me before I go, because I think I'm gonna slam the rest of this whiskey and go be drunk somewhere. No, I'm just kidding. Except about the actually drinking booze. I'm totally gonna drink the booze. More like right now. Oh, so good. Unique CAD files for 60% would be great to be able to use. I don't. I really don't. What I did was, when I designed the case, I actually used Swill's builder tool with the 60. There's a poker case plate, and what I did was I used that kind of as a template. I did that. My favorite clicky Alp switch. I don't know. I guess white. I've only ever used like the white Alps for clicky, so no, I don't really. I'm not as refined as I would like to be. I would love to try some more clicky white Alps, but anyway. But what I did for my 60% case is I just I took a plate design from Swill's builder tool, and just kind of reverse engineered it using Fusion 360. So no, I haven't tried any of the other colors yet. Yeah. Yeah, Zip Tie's got some case designs out there. Like I said, I reverse engineered it from Swill's builder tool. I will say this: my reverse engineered plate does line up. So I can vouch for the builder tool. Hold on, let me get the dust off my pieces of stuff. So I can vouch for Swill's builder tool. The holes line up. Actually, this will work. The holes totally line up. It's just that the standoffs that I used were the wrong size, so the 3mm switches don't go in. But I was just playing around with this idea. This is an 1/8 inch aluminum plate, and this would make a great skeleton board. And I'm kind of considered doing it. I just have to drill out the holes. But it would make an insane skeleton board. Just because it's so heavy. It's just got a really nice weight to it. And I think it would make a cool skeleton board, but I'm not sold on building it yet. What do you guys think? Should I build the skeleton? And when I'm talking about skeleton, I'm talking about that's it. That's all that it's going to look like. Like, I'm not putting anything else on it. I'll totally put LEDs on it, all that kind of good stuff, but it will totally be just naked. You know, and I've got these sweet clear PCB mount stabs, but I mean, when I talking skeleton, I mean totally just PCB and switches, and that's it. And if I could get like clear ABS, that would be even crazier. But yeah, like total skeleton board. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's got a good weight to it. I don't have a scale, but it's got a good weight to it. It's so 1/8. So just for comparison, a 1/8 plate is probably at least twice as thick as. So here's one of the plates for my my 35% board that didn't sell, and so it's actually almost like 3 times as thick. So where did I put my caliper? There it is. We'll do the math. How about that? Get some Zelos. Actually, I don't need to get Zelos because wait for it. Oh, those are gone. I already got them bitches. Oh shit! I heard you like them clear housings. I got what you need, baby. I got what you need. Yeah, I totally already have the clear housings. But yeah, translucent caps, like ultra skeleton, and I mean, the only thing I would do to other than this is just some rubber feet. I mean, just make it like a serious ghost board. And I think that would be, oh, talking for the switches. Yeah, that would be cool to do the completely clear housings. I can't bring myself to spend $1 a switch. I can't do it. I can't spend $1 a switch. Sorry, Zeal. You're awesome. But I'm not spending $1 a switch. I can't do it. Yeah, it might be cool to do like cutouts on here, but I like the weight on it, so I think I would probably just leave it. I don't think I would I don't think I would cut anything off of this. But because there's no like exterior housing around it, if I did underglow, it would just blast out the side, and that would still be badass. So I could totally just stick the underglow right there and just blast it out the bottom. So I think that with some underglow would be insane. Yeah, if I can get my hands on completely clear, yeah, just straight PCB mount. But just to do a skeleton board, just to do something crazy. Here, I'll push these in. Yeah, just a crazy, just straight up, just a straight crazy PCB mount board. No plate, no nothing, just switches and PCB. The only, like I said, the only reason that I haven't used this this bottom plate yet is because the stabilizers that I use, these are M3 stabilizers, and the holes are all drilled for M2 screws, so they don't actually work. I can't put the M3 screws, so I'll have to drill these out, which isn't a big deal because there's no, I mean, nothing, there's no circuitry requirement as far as the holes right here are concerned. That's not part of the circuit board, it's just a mounting point. So drilling them out ever so gently and ever so slightly with the drill press or hand drill or whatever is not going to be a huge problem. So, but yeah, I think doing a skeleton board might be really awesome. The other thing I was thinking about is maybe doing, if I can get these PCBs in black. Maybe if I'm really lucky and ask really nicely. Maybe some rubber grommets. Yeah, maybe. If I could get these in black, that would go even better with the black bottom gats. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm not sold on it yet. I got so much other stuff going on right now with orders and Let's Split cases and you guys in this live, the live feeds. But you know, it's just one of those things where I've got all these like cool projects, and I would love to do more cool projects, guys. I need. I guess this is where I need to start begging for money. Like I need donations or Patreon or something. I got to get something going, so that I can do like way more cool, fun projects and giveaways and stuff. Because giving stuff away isn't free. But I would love to do more stuff. I don't know what the best way to go about doing it is yet. Because I don't like asking people for money. Like I like to bust my ass and work for it. So, but like doing giveaways and stuff would be fun if I could fund it the right way, so that it didn't impact my bottom line. But again, it's one of those things I'm considering. Like I haven't gone 100% on any of this stuff yet, so. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get a black PCB and just do like a crazy cool skeleton case. Well, yeah, it's easier to ask for it than to work for it, but I would rather earn it than just beg somebody for it, I guess. But the way I look at it is, if I am building stuff to give away, then that's a good trade-off, right? Because I'll be giving stuff away to you guys, to the community, and that's a cool thing. So, and I like being able to give back as much as I can, whether it's open source designs or actual like stuff. Yeah, my only concern is that the board will have a little give to it, but I think this would be a cool build. It's a cool idea anyway. So we'll see. I gotta finish my I gotta get that steampunk one built as soon as I can, but yeah, I'm the same way. I really enjoy building stuff. I would love to, if I could do that and nothing else, I would love to just build shit. Unfortunately, I have to I have to pay for stuff, and you know, like I said, if I could just build keyboards all day for free, you know, for a living, excuse me, that would be super awesome. But not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. While I've got you guys kind of candid, I'll show you this thing. This is my, it's like a gamepad, kind of. That was the idea, right? But what makes this cool is this is real carbon fiber. That's real carbon fiber. So, and I've actually got a PCB design for this too, but I think I'm probably just going to end up hand wiring it. But real carbon fiber is so freaking, it's super nice, but it's like $40 a square foot. And I really hate cutting it on my CNC because it's nasty shit, right? So the carbon dust is electrically conductive. So if it gets in your electronics, it burns stuff up. And the epoxy that's used to glue it all together is toxic. So if you breathe the dust in, it can really make you sick. So you have to all but cut this stuff underwater. It just makes a mess. It's kind of nasty and it makes a mess. So I like the way it is. I like what it is. I like how it comes out. But I really don't like cutting it on my machine. It's just my machine's not really set up to cut carbon fiber like as a regular thing. And it just, like I said, it's just some nasty stuff. But it's so pretty. And it's so, like, you can't bend it. It's ridiculous. Like, if you can ever get your hands on some real carbon fiber, give it the bend test. This is 1.5 millimeter carbon fiber. And, I mean, it's like, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see if I can do it this way. Get out of the way. Like, it doesn't, and I'm really trying to bend it. And it does not bend. So, this is crazy stuff. I got a few keyboards floating around. I got, like, undust everything. Like, you guys know what this is. This is the good old minivan. This is a good old minivan. But what's cool about this one is, I actually made a acrylic plate for it. It's kind of hard to see. So it's an acrylic plate. It's actually it's an acrylic plate and an acrylic spacer. Which is pretty cool. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus. Focus! Yeah. So it's an acrylic plate and an acrylic spacer. And so when you add LEDs to this, you can actually see all the way down to the board. You know, if there wasn't like shit involved. But so that was kind of cool. I built that one a while ago. I haven't really used it. Like I said, I'm not a huge 40% guy. But this was fun, and I cut out an acrylic. This is an acrylic case I cut out for that it fucked up. So that was a boo-boo. But yeah, I mean, it works. The case works, and you know, everything works or whatever for it. But this is interesting. It was an interesting project. The acrylic case was, but it didn't come out quite the way I wanted it to. So it ended up in the unused pile of keyboards that I have that I don't ever actually use. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting case. Like I said, it would be cool to like underglow it and have it light up and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so what other questions you guys have for me? Like I said, I'm trying to do these every week. I need to hype them up a little bit more, and really get my giveaway game on point. I want to get. I've got some guests that I'm gonna try to get on. I've already got 2 guests kind of lined up, and haha. Thanks, heads roll. I've got 2 guests lined up, but I don't have dates for them yet. So so we'll see what happens with that. I'm probably going to try to get somebody on next week, and see what we can get done with for next week. But as of right now, I'm just kind of in a holding pattern until I hear back. On that, but every week I'm going to do some giveaways. Like I said, this week, Mizzy got a little numpad action, and I'm going to give away some of these Alps removal tools. I didn't really do like a random giveaway this time, but I'm just kind of asking if you guys want them. Cool. I'm happy to give them away to people who want them or need them. Just PM me on Reddit, and my username is not that. Is this right here? 79057 on Reddit. Just let me know you want Alps tool, and 3 people or however many people ask for them will get them, and Mizzy's gonna get the numpad. Where am I located? I am in South Carolina, in the United States. So yeah, I was born and raised in South Carolina, in the middle of the state, and that's as close as you're getting. I'm not giving you. You'll probably get my address if you get something free from me, but you know, I'm not just gonna blast it on the internet. Booze. Oh, I did get some. I ordered some cool stuff this week. I'm getting in some. Thanks, Mizzy. As long as you send me cool shit, like you can totally like email, like mail me cool shit. Okay. But I ordered some LED strip this week. It's got it's double density, so it's double row. So it's just white LEDs. I'm gonna get some LEDs for my my workbench, and I've got some other projects. So I got like the 16 foot, the 3 meter piece of it, or 9 feet or whatever. So I got the big strip of that, which is awesome. And I also ordered some was it WS 2812 LED strips in for some hand wire projects that I've got, and to try some stuff out on Let's Split. I really want to try to get that get my RGB game on, and get on point with that. So if any of you guys have some wow. There's a joke. No, don't mail me that. I have the internet. No, do not mail me that book. Don't mail me that book. No. So, Mizzy says, for those of you who are probably not going to see this chat, apparently Mizzy got a book of pictures that are for a particular in-game, and he wasn't quite sure if it was a joke or not. So, but anyway, don't mail me that. Oh, images. Oh, images you should not. Oh, I thought it was. Hold on. Yeah, we're clicking that bait. Wow. Look inside. Sweet, there's a look inside. Wow. All right. So that's a real book. Holy shit. I wonder what are people. What has it got reviews? Holy fuck balls. 294 customer reviews. So that means Verified purchaser, verified purchaser, verified. That means people have actually bought this. Alright. That's interesting. That means people have actually bought this book. It is $10 on Amazon. You can get the spiral bound edition for easy page turning. Yeah, there's some really interesting things on Amazon. Things that you wouldn't like. Alright, I would expect like adult novelty products on Amazon. Yes, that's on Amazon. So that doesn't really surprise me. But really weird stuff that like comes out of the woodwork is that's what blows me. It's like the weird, really, really weird shit. Like yeah, just I'm not even gonna go there, but yeah. Amazon has got some weird shit. Yeah, they really do. I don't even know. I don't even know. Alright, cool. So I think on that bombshell, it's time to end. And that's totally a reference from a show about some guys that drive cars. That sucks now. But unless you guys have any more questions for me, I think it's time to end. And I will be checking my Reddit for you guys to PM me about the other stuff, and I'll try to get that stuff in the mail as quickly as I can. Probably next week. I'll have to find some mailing envelopes or something I can put these in so that I can get those to you. Yeah. Yeah, so Top Gear, right? And now it's Grand Tour Nation for those of you who are in the know, right? So cheers to you guys for being awesome. And yeah. And I'm totally gonna, like I said, every week I'm gonna try to have a stream. Next week I'm totally gonna try and have a special guest. You know, just to do like a quick interview, you know, how's it going kind of a thing, and totally have another giveaway next week. So stay tuned, and we will see you guys next time. I will be posting this stream to my YouTube channel as well, so like, subscribe, whatever that stuff's all about. And you know, if you guys have a cool project, send it my way, and I will try my best to do some fun projects, like the Model M conversion that I'm gonna do. And you know, if you guys have some stuff that you want to send my way, that would be awesome. So take care, guys. As always, you're awesome. Thanks so very much. Have a good night.